wife Lynn could not be with us. She sends her greetings. Maybe she can come next time. But she sends her greetings and wishes us well, and I know she's praying for us now. We talk about Shield of Faith. I don't know, have you told them where the name came from? Well, this is where I think the name came from. Bob Shield is the military base where we were all stationed. The first series that I started teaching on was faith, because I was thinking, where do we start? There was already a small Bible study going, 5, 6 people, and they used this Sunday school quarterly, and they would read from the quarterly. Sometimes they just read it, and everyone was, oh, okay. So one week the leaders were leaving, they gave me the quarterly, so we finished the quarterly, but then it was like, okay, what do we teach about next? And a verse hit me. Hebrews 11:6 says, without faith it is
impossible to please God.
Impossible to please God. I thought, what better place to start if I can't please God without faith? Why not start there? So we need faith. So the first series, I only took 6 verses, 5 or 6 verses, and we spent about 8 weeks talking on those very few verses. And so then later, as it grew and developed, this was after I left that you named it. Bob Shield, and our focus, our main thing we spoke on was faith. So Shield, faith, perfect. As you guys pointed out today, the shield of the Lord, the shield of faith that He protects us with and surrounds us with, and it keeps us focused on without faith, impossible to please God. How is your faith doing? Well, I think I'm pretty strong in faith. I'm pretty strong. I'm doing pretty good. Am I? Well, I think so. How do I tell? How's my prayer life? How are you doing? How's your prayer life? Without faith, it's impossible to please God. Prayer is the gauge that you have. I can't judge you. How do I know? How do I know? It's hard for me to tell myself because I fool myself. I lie to myself. How's my prayer life? Because I have faith in God. If everything I have depends on God, wouldn't I be talking to Him?
Yeah.
Wouldn't I be asking Him? Wouldn't I be, I can't do this, God. I need your help. Isn't that where I would be? Without faith it's impossible to please God. Shield of faith. Let's not let that be the name of the group. Let's be the cry of our heart. While they're still marveling at that time, Jesus said to His disciples, listen carefully. Okay, let's listen carefully too. Let's listen in with the disciples. Listen carefully. What I'm about to tell you, the Son of Man is going to be delivered into the hands of men. And then later it talks about, hey, if you're going to follow me, that's going to be your result also. Not much fun, is it? To follow Jesus? Is it fun? Oh, what's fun? Is it joyful? Yeah, it's joyful. Is it fulfilling? Does it meet your heart's desire? Does it fill you with a joy and a peace and a love and a knowledge that I'm right where I need to be? Yes. But is it easy? No. It's not easy to follow Jesus. I have to die to myself. You know, I noticed 3 groups of of people in that passage. We had a crowd, we had disciples, and we had some apostles. So, I'll tell you up front, here's my question for all of us. Which group are you in? Which group are you in? Okay, let's look at the three groups. The crowd. Who was the crowd? What was the crowd? What defined the crowd? What did they do? They followed Jesus, right?
Yes.
They were out in the wilderness. They had no food. Remember? So they followed Jesus way out. And some of these followed Jesus for years, not just one. When the little boy was healed, what did they do? They praised God. Oh, God, look what's happening. Wow, praise you, God. Praise you, God. Good bunch of people, right? The crowd. They followed Jesus. They praised God. They listened to his teaching and marveled at what he said. Wow, that's fantastic. They sacrificed. You don't travel a long way like that on foot, maybe 20, 30, 40 miles out into the wilderness. They were so eager to follow Jesus, they didn't bring food along. If they had thought, they weren't thinking, they were so excited about following Jesus. If they had thought, they would have realized, I need to bring some food. They didn't bring food. So they enthusiastically followed Jesus. They sacrificed, they praised the Lord, and they were the crowd. Which means they weren't Christians. Christian, I'm getting to where I don't even like the term Christian. You know, the word Christian was first used in Antioch. So this was 30 years later. And it was used like outside the church, looking at people inside the church, and they were mocking the church. Have you seen a man with his little boy, and the little boy just acts just like his daddy? And the little boy even looks like his daddy. And let's say it's me and my little boy. And you say, yeah, there's Don, there's Big Don, there's Little Don. That's what they were saying. Christian means little Christ. So the people on the outside were looking at the people inside the church and said, look at that. They're just little Jesus. Just a bunch of little Jesuses. And they didn't. They weren't being positive about it. But they acknowledged he looks just like Jesus. What does Christian mean nowadays? So, I don't know what the right word is. We can call ourselves a Christian. We can call ourselves a disciple. We can call ourselves a follower of the way. That's one term they used in the New Testament. Call yourself whatever you want to call you, but make sure that your heart has been transformed, that you have been truly born again. Jesus said to them all, whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it. But whoever loses his life for me will save it. I'm willing to die for myself. What do I want out of life? Do I want to add Jesus to my life? I'm sickly. I need help. Let me add Jesus. I don't have the money I want. I want more money. I hear God blesses people. I'll add Jesus to see if he can help me. I'm hungry, said the people. Jesus fed them. That sounds good to me. Let me add Jesus to my life. That's the crowd. Jesus says, you want to be my disciple? You have to die to your own desires. You have to die to your own desires. What do I want? Well, I'd like to have, if you fill in the blank with anything but Jesus, then you're off focus.